चरणी रति ऐसे उत्तम गति श्री गुरु चरणी रति ऐसे उत्तम गति जे प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा जे प्रसादे पूरे सर्व आशा चक्षुदान दिल जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से ओ चक्षुदान दिल जय जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित प्रेम भक्ति आहा होते अविद्या विनाश जते प्रेम भक्ति आहा होते अविद्या विनाश जते वेदिगाय हर चरितो वेदिगाय हर चरितो श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनर बंधु श्री गुरु करुणा सिंधु आदम जनर बंधु लोकनाथ लोके राजीवाना लोकनाथ लोके राजीवाना ओ हा हा प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पदचय हा हा प्रभु करो दया देह मोरे पदचय एवे जास्कु सूत्र बोवना एवे जास्कु सूत्र बोवना शिला प्रभुपाद पतित पवन शिला प्रभुपाद लोके राजीवाना जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा शिला प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा जयो प्रभुपदा शिला प्रभुपदा प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Chaitanya Nityananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Jayo Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Nam Sankirtan ki jai.
Jaya Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivajikacharya Stotra Shatashi Srimadi Divine Grace Abhay Charanar Vrinda Bhakti Vedant Swami Srila Prabhupada ki अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की नामाचार्य शिला हरिदास ठाकुर की प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुन राधा कुन श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की श्री वृंदावन धाम की श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई की जमुना माई की भक्ति देवी की तुलसी महारानी की कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की बृहत मृदंग ट्रांसीडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की ट्रांसीडेंटल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Translation of Guru Puja. The lotus feet of our spiritual master are the only way by which we can attain pure devotional service. I bow down to his lotus feet with great awe and reverence. By his grace one can cross the ocean of material suffering and obtain the mercy of Krishna. My only wish is to have my consciousness purified by the words emanating from his lotus mouth. Attachment to his lotus feet is the perfection that fulfills all desires. He opens my darkened eyes and fills my heart with transcendental knowledge. He is my Lord, birth after birth. From him ecstatic prema emanates. By him ignorance is destroyed. The Vedic scriptures sing of his character. Our spiritual master is the ocean of mercy, the friend of the poor and the Lord and master of the devotees. O Master, be merciful unto me. Give me the shade of your lotus feet. Your fame is spread all over the three worlds. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna. So, welcome you all to our Sunday program. After a long time, we have a normal Sunday program. Bhagavad Gita class, no festival today. It's always nice to take break from the festival. In ISKCON we do other way around. People take break to go to festival. We take break from festival. So today we'll be reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 20. And also we'll try to connect this verse to a very nice story about Damodar Lila. So we'll try to connect that story. And we'll try to learn some lessons, what this story is teaching us. So let's begin our Mangalacharan. And then we'll commence the class. Jai Radha Madhava कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन जमुना तीरा वनचारी जमुना तीरा जमुना तीरा वनचारी जमुना तीरा जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare। श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे, हरि हरि बोल। Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya। Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya। Reading from chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, verse 20. This chapter is titled The Contents of the Gita Summarized. I'll read it from here. So repeat after me. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. Ajo nityaha shashvatoyam purano. Ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Anybody like to repeat? Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Any brave devotee? Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Thank you, Mataji. Diksha, you want to have a go? Na jayate mriyate va kadachin. Nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyaha. Ajo nitya shashvato yam purano. Na hanyate hanyamane sharire. Thank you, Diksha. Thank you. Let's do word after word. Na, never. Jayate, takes birth. Mriyate, dies. Va, either. Kadachit, at any time. Past, present or future. Na, never. I am this. Bhutva, having come into being, bhavita will come to be, va or na not, bhuyaha or is again coming to be, ajaha unborn, nityaha eternal, shashvata permanent, ayam this, puranaha the oldest, na never, hanyate is killed, hanyamane being killed, sharire the body. Translation: for the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Please repeat after me. For the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Purport: qualitatively, the small atomic fragmental part of the Supreme Spirit is one with the Supreme. He undergoes no changes like the body. Sometimes the soul is called the steady or kutastha. The body is subject to 6 kinds of transformations. It takes its birth from the womb of the mother's body, remains for some time, grows, produces some effects, gradually dwindles, and at last vanishes into oblivion. The soul, however, does not go through such changes. The soul is not born, but because he takes on a material body, the body takes its birth. The soul does not take birth there, and the soul does not die. Anything which has birth also has death, and because the soul has no birth, he therefore has no past, present, and future. He is eternal, ever existing, and primeval. That is, there is no trace in history of his coming into being. Under the impression of the body, we seek the history of birth, etc. of the soul. The soul does not at any time becomes old as the body does. The so-called old man therefore feels himself to be in the same spirit as in his childhood or youth. The changes of the body do not affect the soul. The soul does not deteriorate like a tree or anything material. The soul has no byproduct either. The byproducts of the body, namely children, are also different individual souls, and owing to the body, they appear as children of a particular man. The body develops because of the soul's presence, but the soul has neither offshoots nor change. Therefore, the soul is free from the 6 changes of the body. In the Katha Upanishad, we also find a similar passage which reads, Na jayate mriyate va vipaschin, nayam kustaschin na bhutva kaschit, ajo nitya shashvato yam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. The meaning and purport of this verse is the same as in the Bhagavad Gita. But here in this verse, there is one special word, vipaschit, which means learned or with knowledge. The soul is full of knowledge, or full always with consciousness. Therefore, consciousness is a symptom of the soul. Even if one does not find the soul within the heart where he is situated, one can still understand the presence of the soul simply by the presence of consciousness. Sometimes we do not find the sun in the sky owing to clouds or for some other reason. But the light of the sun is always there, and we are convinced that it is therefore daytime. As soon as there is a little light in the sky early in the morning, we can understand that the sun is in the sky. Similarly, since there is some consciousness in all bodies, whether man or animal, we can understand the presence of the soul. This consciousness of the soul is, however, different from the consciousness of the Supreme, because the Supreme Conscious is all knowledge, past, present, and future. The consciousness of the individual soul is prone to be forgetful. When he is forgetful of his real nature, he obtains education and enlightenment from the superior lessons of Krishna. But Krishna is not like the forgetful soul. If so, Krishna's teachings of Bhagavad Gita would be useless. There are two kinds of souls, namely the minute particle soul, Anu Atma, and the super soul, Vibhu Atma. This is also confirmed in the Katha Upanishad in this way: Anor Aniyan Mahato Mahiyan Atmasya Janto Nihito Guhyam Tam Akratu Pashyati Vita Shoko Dhatu Prasadan Mahimanam Atmanaha. Both the super soul, Paramatma, and the atomic soul, Jivatma, are situated in the same tree of the body, within the same heart of the living being. And only one who has become free from all material desires, as well as lamentation, can by the grace of the Supreme understand the glories of the soul. Krishna is the fountainhead of the super soul also, as it will be disclosed in the following chapters. And Arjuna is the atomic soul, forgetful of his real nature. Therefore, he requires to be enlightened by Krishna, or by his bona fide representative, the spiritual master. Om Ajnantimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. So today's verse is, for the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. He is not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Anybody has heard this shloka before? This is a very famous shloka from Bhagavad Gita. At other part of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that anyone who has understood even the basics of Bhagavad Gita, then he is relieved from the greatest fear of the death, greatest fear of the life. And what is the greatest fear that we all have? Hare Krishna, Ishan. Welcome back. What is the greatest fear everybody has? Death, yeah? Everybody is fearful of death. And if we just understand the basic, philosophy or basic teaching of Bhagavad Gita, that you are not this body, you are a spirit soul. If we understand this, if we realize this, then the fear of death will go away. That fear will never come to you. And Krishna in this verse, he is further explaining what exactly is the soul. Before that, let's just first spend some time on death. When we stay in a house, when we are relaxed, when we have some time, do we think about death? Anybody? You? Yesterday? Oh, very recent. Yeah.
Something became emotional, that attachment, which is so powerful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
But in general, your loved ones.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Why people are fearful of death? What is so fearful of death? Death, people die in hospital, in the house. It happens every day. Right now, so many people are dying. What is so fearful of being dead? Fear of the unknown. Yes. Yes, very good point. Fear of the unknown. Anything else? Why we are fearful of fearing death? Lack of faith. Yeah, this could be the cause of fear. Yes, better. You lose your possessions. Yeah, the fear of losing. And nobody likes to lose in this world, except for weight. Those are overweight. Says, I want to lose my weight. Except for that, everybody wants to have more and more. More money, big house, more car. Everything, everybody wants more. Everything more. So, and in our life, we work for... Hare Krishna Mataji, please come. So we work so hard to get, things more and more. We work hard, we go to school, we go to universities to get degrees. And then we do our job or business to earn a lot of money. Then we have the money. And then, we get married and we have children, then we have a house. And the whole life we accumulate. First education, then the house, then the family. And the death, we have to leave everything. We are losing. And then he says, oh my God, I worked so hard for all these things and now I have to leave. So that fear of losing is so great that I have to leave everything which I worked so hard all my life. At the death, one of the biggest things we lose is what? Our body. The body which we took so nice care of, our hair, our skin, our appearance, so much we worked for our body. And what happens to that body? We burn it or we put it in the ground and we dispose it. Nobody keeps the body for too long. It is those one body that we have taken care of for so long. That body is now burnt. And anything which is connected to the body is now lost. So that the loss is very fearful. That I have to lose everything? So I'll tell you one story, one instructive story. There was this one king. And king was a very pious king, very nice king. And one day, a great saintly man came to the kingdom. And he came to see the king. And king served him very nicely. And king asked the question. He said, my dear saint, can you please tell me, because you are a very highly elevated soul, you can see past, present and future. Can you tell me when am I going to die? Does anybody ever wonder when am I going to die? We don't think about it. We want to live longer. But king was very wise. He says, can you tell me when am I going to die? He said, yes, I know, but I don't want to tell you. He said, why? Because you won't be happy. He said, no, I'm I'm ready for my death. So, tell me when am I going to die? He said, my dear king, just tomorrow. Tomorrow is your expiry date. Tomorrow you are getting dead. So he said, am I dying tomorrow? So he said, yes. He said, you are not fearful? He said, no, I'm fine. So, and he says, what happens when I am dead? He said, saintly man said, you're going to heaven. You've been a very pious king. You're going to heaven. Oh, that's very good news. I'm dead, but I'm going to a better place. But then saintly man said, there is one problem. So what? That the heaven that you are going, there are a lot of mosquitoes. Oh, that is not good. In heaven, after doing all this pious activity, I'm going to a place where there are mosquitoes. So, what can I do for the mosquitoes? He said, my dear king, you have done so much charity in your life. So in heaven, you will be given a mosquito net. So no mosquitoes will harm you. Oh, that's a very good news. So king becomes very happy. I'm going to heaven. There is a mosquito, but that's all right. I'm going to have a mosquito net. But king, there is one problem. So now what? You're all giving me good news, but now what is that one thing? So there is one problem. In that mosquito net, there is one hole, a small hole, and mosquitoes might come through that hole. So he said, what can I do for that? He said, you need to stitch that hole in, otherwise, the mosquitoes will get through. I said, how can I do that? I said, you need to get a needle with you to the heaven. He says, no problem. I'm a king. I got army. I've got everything in my possession. I'll make sure I go with the needle. So he made all the arrangement, told his chief minister, tomorrow I'm going to die. When I die, make sure I have a needle with me. But then the king, he said, how will I carry the needle with me? I'll be dead, you will burn me. The needle will also stay here. So then Saint Clement said, you didn't get the message then. That when you die, you can't even take a needle with you. You might be the king, you might have a big palace, you have a big army, you have lots of possessions. But at the end of your life, you can't even take a small needle with you. That's the moral of the story. The whole life, we work so hard for so many things. Our education, our possessions, our family, iPhones, computers, cars, now our social media account. So many things we have. But when we die, we can't take even a small needle with us. So the death is a very amazing thing. At the end of your life, you lose everything. Everything means everything. Your body. Even your name does not come with you. After some, when we die, people will think about us. Oh, he was a nice man or a woman. And after a few days, nobody even remembers you. So death is a very amazing thing. So we are all fearful of death. But Krishna says, those who have taken a path of spiritual life, they are saved from the greatest fear of death. And here, Krishna elaborates on that particular part. So Krishna says, for the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. So earlier Krishna explained that you are not this body, you are a spirit soul. So we are not this body, we are a spirit soul. So what happens to the soul? So here Krishna says, for the soul there is neither birth nor death at any time. The soul has no birth date. So soul does not take birth. But the soul, it resides in this body. And this body gets birth. At some point in time, we're a small baby, we're born of a mother. Then we have a birth death. And when we die, the body dies, but the soul remains. So Krishna here says, the soul, there is neither birth nor death at any time. It's not just today, it is always. He has not come into being, does not come into being, and will not come into being. So soul is never born. Next he says, Krishna says, he is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primeval. So these three, actually this is the topic of our today's class. We title this, the soul is unborn. Soul is never born, unborn. There is no, generally in our this material conceptions, we always have some beginning. When was this building constructed? So and so date. When was the American independence came through? There is some date. When was I born? There is some date. When was the particular empire started? There is a date. So everything we see, there is a beginning. In this material world, there is another amazing thing. If anything which has got beginning, it must have an end. There is nothing eternal. Have you ever seen anything which is eternal? No. Everything, anything which has got born, or which is created, there is a destruction. If it is born, make sure, not make sure, if he is born, you understand that it is going to end someday. One of my friend, he once jokingly said, that once he went to his friend's house and he had a newborn baby. They were all saying, oh, happy birthday and everything. And they called a nice saintly man, and he was given this shloka on the birth date. And in the class he was saying, those who has got birth, he has got death. The family was not happy. This is the family occasion, is a birth death, talking about death. But actually he was just a saintly man. He was just telling the truth, that if there is a birth, there is a death. No matter who you are. If you're a prime minister, president, or whoever you are. If you are born, there will be a death. But death is to what? Who gets died? The body, not the soul. So the soul is unborn, eternal, ever existing. Soul is every time existing. When the body is dead, when body is destroyed, soul is still existing. The soul goes to another body. And it is always existing and is primeval. Then Krishna says, is not slain when the body is slain. That is, when the body is destroyed, the soul is not destroyed. And this sentence, gives the fearlessness. That when I am dying, when my body dies, actually I don't die. My body gets disposed of. My body gets destroyed. But I am ever existing, eternal. There is no change in me. I am always existing. So these are the points. If we can, this particular aspect of our life, if we understand, then we'll never be able to fearful of death. When we are all young, we are growing up, we look forward to, our next, progress in the life. At some point, we reach the peak, and then old age starts. And then, we start fearing, oh, now I'm 50. Oh, now I'm 55. I'm 60. And slowly we think, now I'm near to departure lounge. In the airport, there's a departure lounge. You enter the airport, then slowly move towards departure lounge. Then you fly away. So as departure lounge means my death is near. And people get a little fearful. But devotees, they are never fearful. In our Shastra it is explained, with every sunset and sunrise, every sunrise and every sunset, you are one day closer to the death. And people are fearful of that. The devotees understand that every sunrise and sunset, devotee is closer to Krishna. Because devotee, after leaving this body, he goes back home, back to Godhead. He doesn't take birth again. So devotees are never fearful of death. So here we're going to tell one story. You all remember Damodar story? We narrated Damodar story, last month. Damodar, anybody who likes to repeat this story? Anybody just give a little synopsis? What is Damodar? The whole month we celebrated Damodar month. Nobody knows the story? I think you all know the story, but you are just shy. Okay, I am not shy, I'll tell you. So in Damodar's story, Krishna is being naughty. He and his mother punishes him. And mother ties him to a grinding mortar. He says, Krishna, you are not moving anywhere. I'll tie you to this grinding mortar. And Krishna was not able to move. And then Krishna, because of that, his name is Damodar. Dama means rope, Udara means the belly. Krishna, whose belly is bound by the rope, that is Damodar. So the whole month, we celebrated this Damodar, pastime. So in this pastime, the pastime concludes with the story of Manigriv and Nalakuber. So when Krishna was bound, he was just looking outside his house. There were 2 trees. And these 2 trees were formerly 2 residents of heaven. And their name was Manigriv and Nalakuber. So story of these residents of heaven is that they were the son of a very rich person called Kuber. Kuber is the banker in the heavenly kingdom. So he was very rich. And these were the 2 sons of this Kuber. And these 2 brothers, Manigriv, one's name was Manigriv, other's name was Nalakuber. So, being a son of a very rich man, they had all the facilities of one can aspire for. They were, of course, very beautiful. Being in heaven, they had a very nice, handsome, strong body. They had the best education. They were really highly qualified. And they had all the facilities in their life. And because of that, what happens when you have everything in our life? What happens to us? We become devotees. Do we? When you have everything in our life, we become devotee. Is it true? No? You become spoiled. Do you all agree with that? When we have everything, we become spoiled. How many of you believe this? Raise your hand if it says, if you have everything, we become spoiled. You all agree? I will hold on to that. But if you have everything, we become spoiled. And throughout our life, what we are trying to do? To get everything. So what are we living for? To get spoiled. Are you still saying yes? We aspire for everything. I want good house. I want good body. I should be good looking. I should have a lot of money. But when we get everything, what we become? We become spoiled. When devotees, they preach, the outside world. And many people, they say, yes, I want to become a devotee of the Lord. But once I have enough money, I'll come to the temple. Or once I have got this exam done, I'll come to the temple. They always postpone. But once they have everything, once they have achieved, does anybody come to the temple? Then they have some other goals. So this Manigriv and Nalakuber, they had everything in their life. Money, fame, good body, everything. As naturally, they become very spoiled. So once they went to a holiday, even in heaven, they go to a holiday. They had their, what is the current famous holiday right now? I don't know, whatever. So they went to holiday. So there's a place in heavenly planet called Kailash, not the Kailash of our Kailash near China. That is the abode of Lord Shiva. But there is another abode of Lord Shiva in the heavenly kingdom. That's very, very beautiful. Heaven is anyway very beautiful. But within the heaven, there is one special place called Kailash. And that's where they went for holiday. And when you're spoiled, what do you do first? Have you anybody seen a spoiled man? What does he does first? Come on, you all know, but you're not telling me. They drink. Is it? Am I saying true? No. Eating. Yeah, before eating they drink. First they drink, then they eat. All non-vegetarian food. But first they drink. Nowadays, any rich man gives party. What does the first do? Drink. And what happens when you drink? You become useless. Is it true? When you become drunk, you can't speak properly. You can't walk properly, straight. And when you are drunk, even if you tell something nice instruction, nobody listens to you. They say, he's drunk. Don't listen to him. So when you become drunk, you become useless. When you become drunk, even if you are a great, highly qualified, double PhD, triple PhD person, you actually become socially outcast. Says, put him on the side. He's drunk. So when you become drunk, you practically become a useless person. And you don't know what is happening to you. And you become highly overconfident. You can think, I can do anything. So they become very intoxicated. And the next thing what they did, they called for some ladies to have nice ladies association. And when they call the ladies, and then they enter into a lake, to take bath. And then they're having their good times there. And it so happened, while they were busy with the ladies, Narad Muni passed from that lake. And Narad Muni is a great devotee of Krishna. And he was passing there. And the ladies, they were very, they become little ashamed. Said, we are in this very, unfortunate condition here. So they took their clothes and ran away. And this Manigriv and Nalkuber, they were just left there in the lake. And they came out without wearing any clothes. And they stood in front of Narad Muni. And they're fully intoxicated. They don't know what's happening to them. And when Narad Muni saw them, Narad Muni became very compassionate to them. So look at these two very fortunate person, Manigriv and Nalukuber. They got the very high birth in the house of Kuber. To get a birth in a very rich family, it takes lots and lots of good karma to take a high birth in particular family. So they must have done a very good karma. So now they are taken a birth in a house of a very rich person. And now they have a very good body. Again, because of good karma, they got this very good body. They were highly educated. Even for the education, the intelligence, it required lots of good karma. So they had done so much good karma in their past life. And they achieved everything, and now they are Manigriv and Nalkuber. And now what's happening with them? They are just naked in front of a saintly person. It's a very offensive way of approaching a saintly person. In a drunk condition, without any clothes, they're standing in front of Narad Muni. So they had everything. There's so much hard work they have done. But now they have become so fallen. They don't know even basic etiquette. So Narad Muni became very compassionate to them. Said they are wasting their life being like this. So Narad Muni, being a saintly man, he always gives nice instruction. Something nice, so you don't waste your good fortune. So Narad Muni, he said, Manigriv and Nalkuber, you are standing in front of me like a wood, like a tree. Tree does not wear any clothes. Have you seen any tree wearing clothes? Tree has no cloth. So you are standing in front of me like a tree. So I grant you benediction. You become a tree. And as soon as they heard it, all their nasha, all their intoxication came down. Because who would like to become a tree? Anybody aspires to become a tree? You're at one place. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in third verse of Chaitanya Shikshashtakam, Trinadapi Sunichena Taurorapi Sahishnuna. One should be as tolerant as tree. Tree has to tolerate so many things. First of all, tree cannot move. Tree has to be there at one place. Then either it is winter, cold condition, or it is hot, the scorching heat, or if it is rain, or if it is strong wind, no matter what weather it is there, tree cannot move. It cannot have a sweater or it cannot have air condition. Tree has to tolerate everything. And after some time what happens? Somebody comes and chops the tree off and burns them. After all this thing. And what does tree do in return? Tree always gives nice shade, nice fruit. So that is some good quality of a tree. But nobody aspires to be a tree. If somebody, a Narad Muni comes here and says, you become a tree, will we be happy? You become a tree in the car park of Hare Krishna center. Will you be happy? Maybe you'll be happy that, I'll see all the devotees there, They'll me give some prasad or put some garland. We put some garland in one of the tree if you see in a car park, so our tree has a garland. So Manigriva and Nal Kuber thought, this is really a bad curse. We have to become a tree. So then they fell down at the feet of Narad Muni. He says, sorry, because we were intoxicated, we offended you. Plus, please take your curse back. We don't want to become a tree. So Narad Muni, again, is a very saintly person. He wanted to give them something better. So he said, I cannot take my curse back, but I give you benediction that you become the tree in the courtyard of Nanda Baba. When Krishna will appear in this world, Krishna will appear in Vrindavan, in the house of Nanda Baba. So you become the tree in the house of Nanda Baba. So there you will be able to see Krishna every day. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You will be able to see Krishna every day. And then Krishna, someday he will come and release you from this curse, from the tree body. So they become then happy, and then they become a tree in the Nanda Baba's courtyard. And Krishna, he saw them, while he was bound in the okal, and he was seeing that these two Manigriva and Nal Kuber, they are still in the tree body. So then Krishna decided to liberate them. So Krishna, he went there, he was crawling, and he had this grinding motor at the back, and he crawled between the two trees, Manigriva and Nalakuber. And his grinding motor got stuck in the tree. And Krishna, he just pushed. And as he pushed, both the trees fell down. They were uprooted. And when they were uprooted, this Manigriva and Nalakuber, they were released from the tree body. And then they assumed, they had their own previous body back, the Manigriva and Nalakuber, very effulgent personalities. And they offered their prayers to Krishna. He says, Krishna, thank you for, you're releasing us. And then Krishna said, now you can go back home, resume your service in heavenly kingdom. And that's how the story ended. So now what do we learn from this story, sitting in Stoke-on-Trent in year 2024? Does this story has any relevance to our modern life? Can anybody find any relevance of this story in our modern life? What do we learn from this story? Don't become spoiled. And how do we become not spoiled? How do we become not, if you don't want to become spoiled, what do you have to do? Okay, just get the things, So, what are the things we need? Shelter, house, food, clothes.
Actually, we need money to get help.
Yes, true. Everything, yes, yes. There is a kind of a misconception in our society that when you become a devotee, you have to leave everything. You have to go to the forest, leave everything, no family, nothing. So, we're going to tell one more story later on. Today's story time. That how do we save ourselves for not becoming spoiled? Have you heard of a lady called Kunti? Yeah, who is Kunti? Mother of Pandavas. Yeah. So, in the Mahabharata, the Bhagavad Gita that we are reading, this is the book when Pandavas were fighting with Kauravas. So, Kunti, in her whole life, she had a lot of trouble, protecting her son. And, they had so much, atrocities were, performed on them. And finally, everything was over. Now, when Pandavas won the war, they are the emperor of the whole earth. And Krishna, he helped the family to win the war. And now Krishna is going back to Dwarka. At that time, Mother Kunti, she approaches Krishna. He says, Krishna, please don't leave us now. Because now we are in greatest danger. Please try to understand her consciousness. He said, Krishna, earlier my sons were given poison. We were attempted to burn alive in a Lakshagra. Then our daughter-in-law was attempted to be disrobed. Then we were sent to the forest. And we were subject to so many difficulties in our life. But I don't think that was a very dangerous condition, because that time we were always remembering you. And when we remember you, there is never a danger. Try to understand her consciousness. What is she saying? Even though I have difficulties, but if I remember you, then I have no danger whatsoever. But now, I have everything. My sons are the emperor of the whole earth. I am the mother of these 5 great brave, Pandavas. I have everything going for me now. We are very rich. She was saying the ocean is just giving all these precious gems, putting on the shore. All these precious gems, it is found in the ocean. So you don't have to go and find them. Ocean just comes and gives the Yudhishthira Maharaj, take these jewels. So she said 4 things. Said, Krishna, now I got everything. And now there is a danger that I will become very proud. And one becomes proud, like Manigriva and Nal Kuber, they are proud of their possessions. That time there is a very danger. So now Krishna, please don't leave us. If you leave now we will be in very great danger, because then I have all the things going for me. And then I'll forget you. And when I forget you, I am in great danger. I'm able to understand Krishna, Kunti's heart. And she said 4 things, if you can, remember in your life. Said, there are 4 things one can be easily proud of. Would you like to know those 4 things? Yeah? So first, you can be proud of your high birth. You can be proud of your family lineage. My family is so famous. My family is so great. You can be part of a great family lineage. So you can be proud of your family. Next is, you can be proud of your beauty. I look so great. My hairs are so nice. My nails are so good. I got Versace bag or whatever bag, I don't know, I never had any bag. I got these nice shoes. So one can be proud of their beauty. The next is one can be proud of their possessions, wealth. I got so much millions of pounds in my account. I got so much, house and, stocks and so many other shares. So one can be proud of their possessions, wealth. And the fourth thing is that one can be proud of their high education. You've seen highly educated people, there's a PhD, big card, so-and-so, PhD, permanent head damage. There's a meaning of PhD. I'm sorry if anybody PhDs are here. So we are proud of our high education. So would you all remember now what are the four things one can be proud of? What is the first can be proud of? High birth. What is the second one can be proud of? Beauty. Third? Wealth, possessions. And fourth is education. So Kunti, she said that if anybody has any one thing, then he can be proud of. You can be easily proud of if you have one thing. Somebody be very ugly, low class family, not much education. If he just has a lot of money, then he can be just proud of. Somebody who is high education, but no money, still he is very proud of his high education. So Kunti said that even if you have just one thing, you can be proud of. What is that English saying? A pauper is proud of his penny. So even if you have small possessions, you can be proud of that. So Kunti, she had all the four things. She had a very high birth. She was in the Pandava family. In fact, Krishna himself was related to Kunti. So she had a very high birth. And of course she was very beautiful, being in the royal family. She had a very high education. She was, educated by her father, in so many other subjects. And she is very rich because she is the mother of the emperor of the earth. She is very rich. So she said, Krishna, I got all four things now. Now this time if you leave me, I'll become very proud. So please don't leave me. So this is the consciousness of a devotee. When devotee has everything, what does a devotee think? I'm in danger. Kuch karo. I got everything. I might forget Krishna. Now you compare that with the Manigriv and Nal Kuber. When they had everything, they become spoiled. They started taking intoxications, and investing their good fortune in sense gratification. So the lesson that we learned from this story is that in our life, we might also have, things going for us. We are all in this beautiful country of England. Life is easy. Cars are there, house is there, heating is there. Last time, did any of you, any ladies or gents, did you ever had to go walk 6 miles to fetch a small bucket of water and come home and half use that water for cooking and half you use for washing the cloth, and that remaining water, you use it for cleaning your pots or other things? When did the last time you did it? Never? But there are so many people like this in this world that do it every single day. So we have better life, isn't it? Yeah? How many of your children has to walk 5 miles each day to go to school? And there are children in this world that do walk so long to get education. There are some places they don't even have education. They are so poor. The parents send them for some labor to work. 5-year-old child. Does any of our children have to do that? So we are much better placed. We all go holidays. Bahamas. What is Spain? Spain. British people go to Spain. There are people, they work, 16, 17 hours a day throughout their whole life, crushing the stones every single day. And what do they get at the end? Some little money, some little food. And they do their whole life. And in their young age, they just die out of so many diseases. Has anything similar thing has happened to us? Have seen this in our life, to us or our relatives? We do our job, and if our boss says you work more, and then you can sue them. You can't make me work. Health and safety. So we are so nicely better placed. But when you are better placed, what are the chances? We can be easily spoiled. We think, I got England now, I got my degrees. I can now watch nice football in my 60-inch TV, with a drink in my hand, with all these animal bodies on my plate. It becomes spoiled. But there is another choice. Either you can live like a Manigriv and Nal Kuber, or you can live like a Kunti. So when Kunti had everything, what did Kunti say? Now I'm in danger. Now I should become more Krishna conscious. So now we are all in England. Our life is much comfortable now. Now what should we be thinking? I'm very comfortable now. Now this is a very great danger. I might fall down. I might become like a Manigriv and Nal Kuber. Or I can choose to become like a Kunti. That I can get use of these nice facilities and become a better devotee. Remember Krishna all the time. Her only fear was that if I have everything, I'll forget Krishna. And it is natural, my dear friends. When we have better things in life, first casualty is Krishna. Krishna is out of our life. If you see in England was not a very rich country before. So you will see even in Stoke, just go around. There are so many churches are there. Every half a mile there is a church. Why there are so many churches? Because people, when they were poor, they were very God conscious. So they said, one church in one town is not enough. There were so many churches in one town. Everybody used to go every Sunday or practically every day, to go, and then, be more God conscious. And then Britain became very opulent. Now go and see the church now. What happens to the church? Practically empty. Nobody is going there. You might say, I'm Indian, nothing happens to me. Just see your own life. How desperate now you are to become devotee of Krishna. Now you got everything going for you. So many other priorities takes into our life. The first thing when we have got, become more opulent, better placed, the first thing is Krishna. This is waste of time. Who goes to the temple? This is for, when I become old, then I'll go to the temple. When we become old, what does people do? Play cards. So, the lesson from this story is that when you got everything in our life, you have a choice. Either become money grieving Nalkuver or become a Kunti. Did you all get this lesson properly? Yeah? So this is the choice we have to make. So I thank you all very much for your kind attention. Today is the first Sunday after Kartik, and then we have a many other few festivals are coming, in the next few weeks. So this is a nice opportunity to cultivate this consciousness of Kunti, that in the festivals we come and try to become more conscious of Krishna. So thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So I think I got a bit over time, so there won't be any question answer. Maybe some other time we can do. Now we'll do Kirtan, and after Kirtan we have 1 or 2 ceremonies to do. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pastyatya Vishakarine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Asyatya Deshata. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everybody. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jayo Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda, Radha Gokulananda Shri Radhe. Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram, Jayo Krishna Balaram. Jayo Panchatattva, Jayo Panchatattva, Panchatattva, Jayo Panchatattva. Jayo Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jayo Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Shri Hari Ram Sankirtan ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai Gaura Premanande.
Jayam Vishnupad Paramhansa Parivajakacarya Stotar Shati Shri Srimadi's Divine Grace Abhay Charanar Vrind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki, Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrind ki, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki, प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंद की, श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड श्री गिरि गोवर्धन की, श्री वृंदावन धाम की, श्री नवदीप मायापुर धाम की, पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की, गंगा माई की, जमुना माई की, भक्ति देवी की, तुलसी महारानी की, कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, बृहत मृदंग ट्रांसीडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, ट्रांसीडेंटल प्रसादम डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की, निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
प्रहलाद लाद राईने हिरण्याकाशी पूरक्षा शिराटंकान कालाये एटोन से माँ पड़टोन से माँ ये तो यामी टोन से माँ बाहेन से मोड़े राये न से माँ नरसिंहं शरणं प्रपदे दवकय कमलफले नाकाम अद्भुत शृंगार Dalita Hiranyakashipu Danubringa Keshavajita Narahare Rupa Jaya Jagarisha Hare Jaya Jagarisha Hare Jaya Jagarisha Hare. Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev. Jaya Balamaraj, Jaya Balamaraj, Jaya Balamaraj, Jaya Balamaraj. Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha, Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Narasimhadev ki, Rama ki. Mahaprasade Govinde, Nama Brahmani Vaishnave, Sarva Punyavatam Rajan, Vishwasone Vijayate, Sarirara Vidyajal, Jodan diye tahe ka, जीवे फेले विषय सागरे तार मज्जीवाती लोभो माय सुदुर्मति ताके चेता कठिन संसारे कृष्ण बड़ो दयामय कोरे बा जीव जाय स्वप्रसादम धिलो भाई से नामृत पाओ राधा कृष्ण गुण गाओ प्रेमिता को श्री चैतन्य निताय जय निमाय जय निताय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे महाप्रसादम की
Hare Krishna. There is a very lively Mahaprasadam prayers today. And today is also a very special day because somebody in our congregation today going to start their career in Mahaprasada meeting. So, in our life, we always remember when we go to Hare Krishna temple, our first day Prasadam. You all remember? I remember my first day in Hare Krishna temple. What a wonderful Prasadam we ate. And we never forget this Prasadam. So eating prasadam is a very wonderful, event in our life. Now, when a child is born, there are many sanskar that child has to go through. And one of the sanskar that child has to go through is first grain ceremony. When child is born, for the child is first given the milk because the child cannot digest anything hard food. But child is only doing the liquid prasadam. But then the more taste comes when you have the hard prasadam to eat. Then we have so much variety. Jalebi, ladu, puri, paneer, so many varieties are there in eating prasadam. So the child, when he starts eating the grain prasadam or hard prasadam, that is a great sanskar that we follow. So today we have our dear Vrinda Mataji. She is going to start her career in prasadam serving, prasadam eating. So today she'll be eating her first grain. It is called Annaprasana ceremony. The first time a child eats the grain in their life. So Mataji would like to come forward and we can feed her some grain. So this is Vrinda. You all know Vrinda? Hari Bol, Vrinda ki jai. So Vrinda, she's a very wonderful daughter of our Sneha Mataji and Kashyap Prabhu. She is born in a very wonderful, house where the bhakti is in center in their house, and Mataji, she's raising her so nicely, and today she decided, the family decided that they shall start her first grain ceremony Anprasan in our temple.
Just sing without the mic.
Hare Krishna. Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Shri Mahaprasad ki jai. Today, now she is initiated into Mahaprasada meeting. So we have one more devotee to sing Mahaprasadam prayers now. Vihan here to train her how to sing Mahaprasada. Okay. Hare Krishna. She was just waiting for Mahaprasada meeting. She didn't resist. She ate everything. Hare Hare. Jai. Vrinda Mata ki jai. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Prasadam is served upstairs. Please make your way upstairs. Hare Krishna.